So British Airways is trialling this new system where you can simply stream your TV shows and films, which you usually get on the backseat entertainment, straight to your phone or iPad or whatever else you may have. This month, British Airways is trialling a new system on select long-haul aircraft that allows travellers to stream the airline's entertainment selection to their own devices. Dubbed a BYOD, or Bring Your Own Device model, it is being offered in addition to the airline's existing seatback screens, and BA says it has no plans to ditch these entirely. Yet, other airlines are taking a harder line. In June, Qantas revealed new screenless seats on its shorter range routes, joining the likes of American Airlines, British Airways Euroflyer, and selected Etihad services. Some think BA's trial could be the first step to joining them. Look, of course this trial is part of a bigger initiative to eventually get rid of backseat entertainment. Of course. They want to increase their profit margins. And let me tell you, those back screens cost a lot of money for airlines. Not only the money up front to actually get them, but also the maintenance fees to keep repairing if they break down. The customer might complain, you have bad review, rah, rah, rah. Anything these corporations can do to fatten their profit margins, they'll do it. And the truth is, we've come to a time in the world where many of us, almost all of us, are carrying a smartphone with us. I mean, I haven't watched the backseat entertainment for at least 8 years, okay? You know, every time I go on the plane now, I bring this, okay? So last time I went on a plane was to California in November of last year, and I took my iPad Pro with me and I downloaded all my Netflix shows in advance and it was completely fine. Now, there's 3 main reasons why I prefer to use my iPad or even my iPhone to watch movies on a plane. Okay, the first reason is because the screen is just a much better screen on my iPad Pro. It's just of a higher resolution, and I can make sure that I'm getting my 4K resolution or whatever resolution that your screen can get. The second reason, and probably the most important reason for me, is because I can put on whatever shows that I want on there. So last time on holiday, I loaded up Netflix. I put on about 10 episodes of Big Bang Theory on there, and I put on Tyler Perry's latest TV show, which I've now forgotten the name of, but that was amazing. And finally, I cannot just watch those shows during the flight, but I can watch them, you know, while I'm in security. I can watch them while I'm at my gate. I can watch them on the way to the airport, however I'm getting there. So it's always with me. And obviously, once I get to the hotel and stuff like that, I have my TV shows loaded onto here, ready to go. So personally, I really don't care for the backseat entertainment. Honestly, the only thing I use the backseat entertainment for now is to have it as like a navigational guide. I put the little plane thing with the map on, and I always find it quite interesting to see like where we are and how long we've got left and how many hours, what time it is, all that kind of infographic stuff. I love it. So I really hope that once they do get rid of their backseat entertainment, which they will, this is coming, okay, whether you like it or not, they will eventually get rid of this because they are sniffing the money. And another reason, which is really good, is that I can use my own headphones. Like nowadays, a lot of people use their own Bluetooth headphones, and not all of these systems have Bluetooth in them to watch them. And even if they do have Bluetooth, sometimes they just don't work. However, though, not everyone is like me. I am young, but I think once you hit like the 50 or 60 plus, many people don't want to rely on their phones because they're not that technologically accurate. So they want to just come on the plane, not have to think, put on the little cheap wired headphones there, sit back and just put. Many people are like that. Travelers' tastes are changing. More than 80% of us consider in-flight entertainment, IFE, important or very important when choosing long-haul flights, according to research management consultancy Kiani. And yet the same study showed that most 18 to 35-year-old long haulers prefer to watch their own content and devices than the airlines. According to a report by CETA and Air Transport World, 97% of us were flying with a smartphone, tablet, or laptop as far back as 2014. So it's hardly a behavior change to use them. So I definitely think that many of us that are under 35 won't really care if it really goes, because we're used to loading up our favorite TV shows and movies straight to our devices anyway. Especially when you see those kids on the road trips and stuff like that. They just have their phone, they have their headphones, and they're sitting down. It's not cool anymore like it used to be to have like those backseat TVs in cars. Like back in those days, it was like the only way to watch like TV. I remember one time my cousin, who was from a very wealthy family, he had a PS1 and backseat TVs in his 7-seater car. And I just thought this was like the coolest thing ever. However, times have now changed and literally everyone has a TV and a games console, i.e. their phone or tablet, always with them anyway. So it's no longer cool. I mean, I remember back in the days when in economy, there was like one TV for like every 20 rows or maybe 30 row of passengers, and we'd all look up looking at the same TV. It was nuts. But times have now changed. Of course, they got rid of that. They've now got IFE, and we're now getting to the point where IFE is going to go, because let's be honest, guys, at the end of the day, most economy passengers, which are the bulk of passengers, of course, only care about how cheap we can fly on our airlines. And if you don't think that that's true, then I'll ask you this. If you could fly to like Jamaica or America for £150 and they told you you'd have to stand, would you pay for the ticket? 90% of you would bear standing up for 7 hours, as long as there's something to lean on, for 7 hours just to get a ticket for that cheap. Most people would. I've asked so many people that question, and almost every single person who flies economy would rather pay 80% off and get a cheaper ticket. So we would rather get a cheaper ticket than have the comforts, okay? So obviously airline tickets are going to be raising as inflation rises. This is going to be one way to keep ticket pricing low. So this is where it's eventually going to go. Now, whether that's right or not, I'm not going to be deciding on that. But I don't think they should get rid of it fully just yet, because I think so many elderly passengers rely on this thing. And for them, would they? In fact, you know what? I think even for them, they would still pick their ticket based on which airliner has the cheapest price and or who's the quickest to get to their destination. Okay, so I think in the future, what we're going to see is only premium economy, business class and first class having backseat entertainment. It's actually going to become a premium feature. I just hope that for the economy passengers who no longer have IFE on the back, I would love to have like a little holder or some sort of strap or whatever they could put on the back seat of the seat, where I could just put my iPad up like this so I can have it at eye level. Because right now, I'll tell you something, a disadvantage is I have to put this on the tray, I have to look down. It's not that great of an experience in terms of viewing angle. However, I would still have this because this is a lovely 10-inch screen. It's big, it's beautiful, it's bright. It's a mini LED display, I think, on there, and it's beautiful. So I still prefer that personally. But this is where the industry is going. Now, in any industry, times change, evolutions happen. We have to go along with the times. And unfortunately, this will happen whether you like it or not. I mean, it's already happened with BA's Eurofly on the short haul department. It's going to trickle its way up to the long haul department as well. How stable is this streaming thing to stream to so many devices on a plane? On some planes, it's like, I don't know, 100 economy flyers on there. On the A380, probably like 200 or 300 more. You know, how reliable will it be to actually stream so much content to so many devices? Will it work? Will it just get cut off? So there's pros and cons, but I know as a businessman, I run a business, it at some point will go away. Their long-term plan is to get rid of the backseat entertainment, okay? So let's not do no googly corporate talk with us right here, guys. What do you think about British Airways eventually getting rid of their IFDs? Comment down below, subscribe for more, and like this video so it goes higher in the algorithm. I'll see you in the next one, guys. This is the Hedgeron Springer Show.